Morning, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great Friday so far. I wanted to come to you really quick and give you just a couple of reminders as you head into next week, and of course, some final reminders as we head into the latter part of our course in the next 2 weeks. So a couple of things really quick. First of all, your Unit 7.2 discussion board, your last discussion board for this class, is going to be due next Monday, the 16th by midnight. So please make sure that you can get that completed accordingly. That discussion board, along with 7.1, they're both very important because they speak to exactly what you're going to speak to several things that you'll be asked to do within your larger research essays. One, of course, being providing you with a thesis statement. And 7.1, all of you, those of you who have completed it so far, you provided me with a working thesis, which is basically a thesis statement that you think you want to use for your paper. And of course, for those of you who submitted 7.1 already, I went through and graded those yesterday and gave you extensive feedback. So that you can then revise it, and in 7.2 submit a revised thesis statement that will be a little bit more firm and will be a little bit closer to what you actually utilize in your final research essay. In addition to submitting a revised thesis in the 7.2 discussion board, you're also going to be submitting 3 academic sources. And the key word there, folks, is academic, meaning you can't necessarily just go to Google, type in death of a salesman analysis or death of a salesman, Willie Loman, or something like that, and whatever sources come up, you can utilize. You need to make sure that they are scholarly in nature, meaning you either find an article through a library's website, you find a book through a library, a physical library, or if you find something online, make sure that it is .edu or .org. Those two will probably be the most likely places to give you the best, closest to academic information that you could possibly get. So make sure that whatever sources you give me do follow those parameters. If you give me anything outside of that, that's going to be problematic for your essay, and of course for the discussion board, I may have to deduct some points accordingly for that. Now, if you have not completed the Unit 7.1 discussion board, which is already due, you have to do that. You have to do it, 1, because it's a grade, but 2, you have to do that so then you can get feedback on that rough thesis statement and then revise it and submit something else for 7.2. So please make sure to do that if you haven't already done so. Second thing I want to bring to your attention is a reminder about your research essay. The final research essay is due on the 24th by 5 p.m. to the Dropbox. Note that it's 5 p.m. and not the usual 11:59. The reason why I moved up the due time to 5 p.m. on that day is because your papers are due on the 24th by 5, and I have to have your grades submitted to ECOR by the 26th at noon. So it's a very quick turnaround time for me. So please keep in mind that that is when it has to be turned in. And do note, if it is not in the Dropbox by 5 p.m., it is a 0. I cannot accept anything. I cannot accept the research essay late after that time because, again, I will need to be able to get started grading things very quickly to get your grades completed and averaged into ECOR so they'll be finalized. And another reminder I wanted to give you is the July 20th deadline. Keep in mind that is the last day by which I will accept any late work, and that goes from the introductory discussion post all the way to Unit 7.2 discussion post. Anything therein I am willing to take for some credit, and I have emailed a good number of you to let you know that you're missing something. So if you do believe you're missing something, go take a look at your grades. Take a look and see if you have a low grade for an assignment, particular discussion board, and take a look and see if you have a 0 for something. And if you do, reach out to me, tell me what you're missing, and give me so that you and I can start a dialogue and we can begin to figure out exactly what you need to work on and exactly how you can get it completed and how much credit I'm willing to give you for those particular assignments. And again, keep in mind if something is turned in after that 7/20 deadline, again, excluding the research essay, of course. If there's anything else you try to turn after that date, I can't accept it. The 0 or the grade as it is will stand. So please make sure to keep that in mind. One final note I want to give you. So I recognize that right now is a very busy time for you in this course. It's a very busy time for me, and I know that you're tired. I totally 100% understand that. I really do. But please keep in mind, you all have done some fantastic work this semester. I'm very, very impressed with a lot of the work that I'm seeing, and I'm seeing some progress, which is good. That's exactly what I should see in a class like this. So please keep up the good work, keep moving forward. If you need something, please reach out to me. I will be online today for my office hours. It won't be 1 to 4, it'll be 1 to 3 today. The 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock hour, I'll actually be elsewhere on campus for a presentation. But I will be available 1 to 3 if you need me today. And of course, if you need me after that, of course, you can email me. You guys know I'm pretty good about checking email pretty regularly throughout the day, even into the evening, and responding to you if you need something. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday and a great weekend. I am going to, as one final note, I'm going to be working on your Unit 5 writing assignments today and trying to get some of those graded and back to you. I won't get all of them back to you today. It may be throughout this weekend and possibly into early next week, but I will try to get those back to you as quick as I possibly can with feedback so that it'll be helpful to you. Hope you guys have a great one, and I look forward to seeing your work soon.